Hi everyone, this is your chemistry faculty from FunEdu. Today we will be going to discuss few important questions on a very important concept, and that is mole concept. Okay, so mole concept is very important for both class 11 and class 12. Before proceeding, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also please do like and share our video. Before I start solving the problem, let us first try to understand some basics about the mole concept. So what do you mean by a mole? A mole is nothing but a standard unit of measurement which explains the number of particles or molecules that are present. So it explains the number of molecules or the particles that are present. So obviously the unit will be particles per mole. So what do you mean by this? It means 1 mole of any substance will be equal to Avogadro number of particles. So Avogadro number of particles. Okay. So here Na, whatever I have written, it is nothing but Avogadro's number. Avogadro's number. Okay. So this Avogadro number is nothing but 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 molecules or particles. Okay, this much particles. Okay, so what does it mean? Suppose for example, you may be knowing, right? 1 dozen is equal to how many numbers? 12 numbers, correct? So similarly, 1 mole is equal to how many numbers? 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 number, that is particles. Okay, so 1 mole of particle equal to these many numbers of particles. So that is, for example, 1 mole of electron will be equal to Avogadro number of electron, which means 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 electrons. Similarly, 1 mole of proton or neutron will be equal to Avogadro number of protons or neutrons, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 number of protons or neutrons. Similarly, 1 mole of an atom or 1 mole of a particle or 1 mole of any substance, okay, any substance will be equal to Avogadro number of such particular atoms, particles or substance. So what this Avogadro number means? This Avogadro number is nothing but 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 in number. Okay, so for example, like 1 dozen of banana means 12 bananas. 1 dozen egg means 12 eggs. Okay, so 1 dozen means 12. So similarly here 1 mole means these many numbers. Okay, so it may be anything. 1 mole of electron, 1 mole of proton, 1 mole of neutron, or 1 mole of atom, particle or any substance. So that will be equal to these many number of that particular substance. Okay, I hope you understood what is mole means. So the next, here you can see few relation between the number of moles with mass, number of particles and volume. So the number of moles you can connect it with various other species like mass, number of particles and volume. So number of moles, the first one here you can see is number of moles with mass, okay, in terms of mass. So anything, so you can, number of moles is usually represented by using small letter n. So it is equal to, in general I am writing, so number of moles will be equal to given quantity divided by the standard quantity given by standard. Okay, so in general, okay, this is in general. So in general I can say number of moles which can be represented by using small letter n will be equal to given quantity by the standard quantity. Suppose if I am relating this number of moles with the mass, then I can write given mass by standard mass, correct? So here number of moles will be equal to mass of the substance. This is nothing but given mass of the substance, okay? So this is nothing but given mass of the substance divided by gram molecular mass. Now this is the standard mass, right? Gram molecular mass. Why it is gram molecular mass? Because here we are calculating number of moles for the molecules. So if it is molecule, then you have to use gram molecular mass. If it is atom, here you can see in the second equation, if it is atom, then you have to use gram atomic mass. Okay, see, you have to write gram molecular mass and gram atomic mass. See, only if you are writing molecular mass or atomic mass, they will be in terms of U, that is unified, or atomic mass unit. They are unit, right? Atomic mass unit or unified. But when you add G, that is gram. So gram, see, both are same only. For example, if you take oxygen, O2, okay? So what is the molecular mass of oxygen? So molecular mass of oxygen is 16U, correct? Or 16 AMU. This is only molecular mass. So suppose if I write 16 gram, this is nothing but gram molecular mass. Molecular mass in terms of gram. Both are same only the difference is in unit. Okay, units are different but the value is same. Okay, that you have to always remember. So number of moles is equal to mass of the substance by gram molecular mass if you are calculating number of moles for the molecules, and number of moles is equal to mass of the substance by gram atomic mass if you are calculating it for the atoms. Similarly, number of moles will be equal to given number of particles divided by Avogadro number. So you are relating the number of moles with the number of particles. See, so the first mass is over, mass for 2, that is for the molecules, and for atoms it is separate, and then for the number of particles. So in case of number of particles, given number of particles divided by standard. See here, number of moles is equal to given number of particles by standard number of particle. What is standard number of particle? For any substance, standard number of particle is nothing but Avogadro number, correct? Just now we have seen 1 mole of any substance will be equal to how much number? Avogadro number, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. That is the standard value. So that's why number of moles will be equal to given number of particle by Avogadro number. And the fourth one is number of moles will be equal to given volume by volume of 1 mole of gas at STP. So here the relation is between number of moles and volume. So the given volume divided by the volume of 1 mole of a gas at STP. So STP means standard temperature and pressure. So what is 1 mole of gas volume? See, this you have to remember. Okay, so few things I will write that you have to remember. Mass of 1 mole of a substance. Okay, so when I say substance, it means molecule. Okay, not an atom. Okay, of a substance. Mass of 1 mole of a substance will be equal to gram molecular mass. Similarly, mass of 1 mole of an atom will be equal to gram atomic mass, and the last one is volume of 1 mole of any gas at STP is equal to 22.4 liters. Okay, this is the standard quantity. So these 3 things you have to remember. Okay, these 3 points are very important. You have to remember this one. Okay, so that's why number of moles is equal to given volume by volume of 1 mole of a gas at STP, that is V divided by 22.4 liters. Okay, V divided by 22.4 liters. This is fixed. Here Avogadro number is fixed, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So here gram atomic mass and gram molecular mass, that depends upon the molecule or the atom that you have taken or given. Okay, I hope you understood these relations. These are 4 important relation, okay, that we will use for solving our problem. So let's start solving the problem. So the first problem you can see here is how many years it would take to spend 1 Avogadro's number of rupees at a rate of 10 lakh of rupees in 1 second. Or a person spends 10 lakh rupees per second, how many years will it take approximately to spend 1 mole of rupees? Or you have 1 mole rupees, and if you have to spend 10 lakh per second, then when all amount will be finished? See, all 3 questions are different, only the mode of asking is different, okay. The question frame was different, but all are same. So I'll consider the first question. So how many years? You have to calculate the years it would take to spend 1 Avogadro number of rupees, okay. So you have 1 mole of rupees, and how many years it will take to spend that rupees if you spend it 10 lakh of rupees in 1 second. Okay. So let's write here given. So what is given? Suppose, let me say X is a person, okay. X may be anyone. So X has how many rupees? X has 1 mole of rupees, okay. Rupees I will write like this. So X has 1 mole of rupees, which is nothing but Avogadro number of rupees, that is nothing but 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 rupees, okay. So X has how many rupees? 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 rupees. And how much he can spend? So he can spend 10 lakh per second, okay. So he can spend 10 lakh per second. So what is the time required to spend all these amount? That is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 rupees. So you have to remember, this is a very large quantity, okay. So you have to now calculate the time required to spend all these amount, okay. So how to calculate this one? Yes, see, in 1 second how much he can spend? 10 lakh. Now this 10 lakh I can write it as 10 to the power 6, correct. 10 lakh is nothing but this one, right. So how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can write 10 to the power 6. This is same, correct. So here I'll write 10 to the power 6. So hence to spend Avogadro number of rupees, what is the time required, correct. So what you have to do? You have to just cross multiply. So therefore time required to spend 1 mole of rupees will be equal to how much? Avogadro number into 1 second, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 into 1 second divided by, this is 1 second, divided by 10 lakh, that is 10 to the power 6, correct. So how much you will get? This 10 to the power 6, it will get cancelled here. So how much you will get? 17, correct. So you will get 6.023 into 10 to the power 17. What is this? Into second, right? So this is second. So what is the answer? So the time required to spend 1 mole of rupees, that is Avogadro number of rupees, will be 6.023 into 10 to the power 17 second. But in the question, what they have asked, how many years it will take to spend Avogadro number of rupees. So you have to find the answer in terms of years, not in terms of second. So you have to convert this second into years. So how you can do it? Yes. So you know that 1 minute will be equal to 60 seconds and 1 hour will be equal to 60 minutes and 1 day is nothing but 24 hours and 1 year is nothing but 365 days. It means What is the relation between second and year? Yes. From this you can calculate, no, the relation between year and second. So what is the relation? So therefore 1 year is equal to 365 days into 24 hours into 60 minutes into 60 seconds. That will be equal to 3.1536 into 10 to the power 7 second. Okay, so 1 year is equal to these many seconds. Okay, so 1 year is equal to these many seconds. If you have this much second, then this will be equal to how many years? So simple, right? So therefore the time required to spend 1 mole of rupees in years will be equal to how much? 6.023 into 10 to the power 17 seconds divided by the seconds in 1 year. How much? It is 3.1536 into 10 to the power 7. So how much you will get? This is 10 to the power 10. Okay. So you will get approximately, using calculator you can calculate this, or by using manually also you can calculate. So you will get 1.9089 into 10 to the power 10. So which is approximately equal to 2 into 10 to the power 10 years. Okay. So 1.9. This one I have approximated it to 2. So the final answer in terms of years is nothing but 2 into 10 to the power 10 years. So X. So what is the time required to spend all the Avogadro number of rupees? So X requires 2 into 10 to the power 10 years to spend all the Avogadro number of rupees. Okay, I hope it's very simple question. I hope you guys understood this one. Okay, let's move on to the second question. So the second question you can see here, it says you have to count 1 mole marble at 1 marble per second. If you count continuously 24 hours a day, then how many years you will need to complete the counting? Okay, suppose say Y is a person and he has how many marbles? 1 mole of marbles. Okay, so Y is a person, he has 1 mole of marbles and he can count how many marbles per second? He can count 1 marble per second. So if he count continuously for 24 hours, then how many years it will take to count all the Avogadro number of marbles? Simple. It's same as the previous question. Okay, so you can pause and solve by yourself, then you can check the result. Okay, so I'll start solving here. So given, so Y is a person who has 1 mole of marbles and he can count 1 marble per second. He can count 1 marble per second. Now see, this is very simple. You just have to apply your logic. Correct? So Y has 1 mole marble. 1 more marble is nothing but 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 marbles. Okay, 1 dozen marble means 12 marbles, right? So 1 mole of marble is nothing but these many number of marbles he has. Okay, anyone, Y, he has these many number of marbles. So 1 marble can be counted in 1 second. Then these many marbles can be counted in how many seconds? Obviously these many seconds, correct? So therefore Avogadro number of marbles can be counted in Avogadro number of seconds. So simple. So our problem is over actually, but we have to find the answer in terms of year, correct? So just convert this in terms of year. So time required to count all the marbles in years will be equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 second. This is the actual time required, right, in terms of second, divided by the second in 1 year standard, right? How much it is? We have already calculated in the previous problem. So if you don't know, you can calculate once again, but it will be easier if you by heart the values, okay? So 1 year will be equal to 3.1536 into 10 to the power 7 seconds, okay? You can easily remember this one. So this will be equal to how much you will get. So it is same as the previous one, only this 10 to the power is different. So we will get same as answer as before. So in the previous question we got answer as 2, right, approximately. So we will get same answer, 2 into 10 to the power. Here power is different, so 7 and here 23. So if you cancel, how much you will get? You just calculate this one, okay? So finally you will end up 16. So 10 to the power 16 years. So the final answer is 2 into 10 to the power 16 years. It's very simple, just you have to apply some logic here. So in the beginning only you have solved and you got the answer also, just you have to convert it in terms of years, that's it, okay? So the value you have obtained in terms of second divided by the value in 1 year, second in 1 year, okay? So that will give you your final answer, 2 into 10 to the power 16 years, okay? If your answer is correct, then give yourself a 5 star, okay? Then let's move on to the next question. So here you can see the third question. So it says, how many electrons are present in 1.6 gram of methane? 1.6 gram of methane. Okay, let's solve this one. Given. Okay. So what is given? 1.6 gram of methane, mass of methane, that is nothing but mass, right? Mass of methane is how much? 1.6 gram. Okay, let it be. We'll see something here. Okay, so what is methane? Methane is nothing but CH4, 1 carbon, 4 hydrogen, correct? So 1 carbon attached with 4 hydrogen. This is nothing but the simplest hydrocarbon, that is alkene, which belongs to alkene family, that is CH4, methane, correct? Now methane has the formula CH4. So what is its molecular mass? So molecular mass of methane is nothing but 16U. So gram molecular mass of methane will be equal to 16 gram, correct? So gram molecular mass of 1 methane will be equal to 16 gram. Now what is gram molecular mass? In the beginning, if you remember, I have written what is that? Mass of 1 mole of a substance. So mass of 1 mole of any substance, that is molecule, will be equal to its gram molecular mass, or mass of 1 mole of any atom will be equal to gram atomic mass. So whatever gram molecular or atomic mass you have here, this is nothing but mass of 1 mole of a substance, okay? Mass of 1 mole of a substance. So mass of 1 mole of methane is how much now? 16 gram. That is its gram molecular mass. Also, see here, I will write here, gram molecular mass of methane is equal to 16 gram, and the 1 molecule of methane, so here you can see 1 molecule of methane, that is CH4, has how many electrons? CH4. So carbon has 6 electrons and hydrogen has only 1 electron, but how many hydrogens are there? 4. So 1 into 4 is equal to 6 plus 4 is equal to 10 electrons. So 1 molecule of methane has how many electrons? 10 electrons, correct? So here you have to find what? How many electrons are present in 1.6 gram of methane. Gram is given and you have to find out the number of electrons. See, number of particles I said, instead of particle they have given electrons. That's it. Number of electrons you have to find out. But here mass is given and you have to find out the number of electrons. And we know that there is no direct relation between the mass and number of electrons, but both can be related to what? The number of moles. Correct? So first convert this mass into number of moles, then you can relate that number of moles into number of particles. That is nothing but here number of electrons. Simple. Correct? So let's solve that one. So number of moles in 1.6 gram of methane. The mass of methane given is how much? 1.6 gram. So this 1.6 gram is equal to how many moles? We have to find out. This 16 gram is equal to how many moles? We know. Right? 1 mole. From here only you can say the answer. How? 16 gram. This is 1.6 gram. Means 1 digit is shifted to the left. It means what? It is divided by 10. Correct? So here if you do divided by 10, how much you will get? 1 mole, that will be equal to 0.1 mole. That is the logic. Correct? By seeing only you can say the answer, but still we calculate. So number of moles in 1.6 gram of methane will be equal to given mass. Correct? See, this formula I have told you. Given mass divided by standard mass. What is standard mass? Gram molecular mass. So that will be equal to 1.6 divided by 16. So that will be equal to how much? 0.1 moles. Correct? See, here also you got the same answer, 0.1 moles. Okay. So number of moles in 1.6 gram of methane will be equal to 0.1 moles. Now number of moles. But we don't want number of moles, we want number of electrons. So we came to know that we have now 0.1 moles. This 0.1 moles of methane contains how many electrons you have to find out. So number of moles is equal to number of particles, given number of particles divided by standard number of particles. What is standard number of particles? That is Avogadro number. So given number of particles will be equal to how much? That only you have to calculate. Correct? So given number of particles. So here given number of particles is nothing but what? Number of particles in number of particles of methane in 0.1 mole. Correct? This is nothing but same, right? Given number of particles means what? In 0.1 mole of methane, how many number of particles of methane is present? That's what it means. Correct? So divided by Avogadro number. So number of moles we have calculated just now, 0.1 moles. That will be equal to this we have to find out. So for simply I'll write it as X divided by Na, that is Avogadro number, 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So on solving, how much you will get? On solving, approximately X will be equal to, okay, don't write here. So X will be equal to how much you will get? 6.023 into, see, X you have to find out. 0.1, this you have to take it here. So 0.1 into 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 you have to do. So we will get this 0.1 is nothing but what? 1 by 10, no? So this into this much. So how much you will get? This will get cancelled with this one, that is 22 you will get. So 6.023 into 10 to the power 22 particles. Correct? Particles or molecules, both are same, okay? Particles or molecules. This much you will get. Now see, so therefore 1 molecule of methane will be equal to how many electrons? 10 electrons. Now in 0.1 mole of methane, how many molecules are present? Just now we have calculated, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 22 molecules. So these many molecules of methane will be equal to how many electrons? Correct? Cross multiply. So how much you will get? 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 into 10 divided by 1. So that will be equal to 22. Okay, so 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 electrons. Correct? This is nothing but what? This is nothing but Avogadro number of electrons. Okay. So how many electrons are present in 1.6 gram of methane? Avogadro number of electrons are present. Okay. So first here you have to find out the number of electrons, which is similar to number of particles, you can say, and mass is given. There is no relation between mass and number of particles, but both can be connected with number of moles. So first convert this 1.6 gram into number of moles, means how many moles of methane you have to calculate. So this is nothing but 0.1 moles of methane. Then you can relate this 1 mole of methane with number of particles. So moles is equal to given particles divided by standard, that is Avogadro number of particles. Moles you know and standard Avogadro number you know. Just you have to calculate the given number of particles. That is nothing but we have related it to number of particles of methane in 0.1 mole. So on solving you will get 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of methane. It means what? You have totally that many number of molecules of methane. So one molecule of methane is nothing but 10 electrons. So that many number of molecules of methane means how many electrons? On solving we have got Avogadro number of electrons. Okay, it need not to be same. Sometimes the answer may vary or it may be different. Okay, in this case somehow we got the same answer, that is same as Avogadro number. Okay, 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 electrons. It's simple. Okay, just you have to revise it once again. Okay, let's move on to the last question or next question. From 200 milligram of carbon dioxide, if 10 to the power 21 molecules are removed, how many moles of carbon dioxide are left? Okay, so it's very simple. Okay, just we'll write what is given. Okay, so from 200 milligram of carbon dioxide, so mass of carbon dioxide, given mass of carbon dioxide is how much? 200 milligram, which is nothing but 0.2 gram of carbon dioxide. Correct? This milligram I have converted to gram. Okay, so why I have converted this to gram? Because in later while calculating we will be going to use gram molecular mass, which will be in terms of gram. So that's why we have converted this into gram. That will be very easier for us to calculate. Okay, so mass of carbon dioxide will be equal to 200 milligram, which is equal to 0.2 gram. I hope you know how to convert this milligram into gram. Okay, so from this how much carbon dioxide is removed? 10 to the power 21 molecules of carbon dioxide is removed. Okay, is removed. So what you have to find out? You have to find out how many moles of carbon dioxide are left. So moles I will write N. So moles of carbon dioxide left is how much? Okay, that is what you have to find out. So here you can see the mass of carbon dioxide is given. Correct? So this is nothing but mass, and how much carbon dioxide is removed, that is given in terms of molecules. Correct? And what you have to find out? You have to find out the moles of carbon dioxide left. So you have to find out moles of carbon dioxide left. So the given quantity is in terms of mass, and the quantity which is removed, that is in terms of molecules, and the quantity that you have to calculate, that is in terms of moles. All are different quantities, mass, molecules and moles, but however you can interrelate all of them by using the quantity mole. Correct? So you can relate mole with the molecule and also mole with the mass. Simple as previous one. Correct? So now let's start solving the problem. So first of all we should know the gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide. So gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide is how much? It is 12 plus 16 into 2, that is 32. So it will be 44 gram. Okay, So gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide will be equal to 44 gram. So see, suppose for example say Rahul has 10 chocolates and he will give 5 of his chocolate to Sneha, his friend Sneha. So what is the number of chocolate that is left with him? That will be 10 minus 5 equal to 5, correct? That will be very simple. So let's apply the same strategy here or same logic here. So we have 200 milligram, that is 0.2 gram of carbon dioxide with us. So from this 10 to the power 21 molecules of carbon dioxide is removed, but we can't do the same thing here, correct? We can't subtract 10 to the power 21 molecules from 0.2 because this is in gram and this is number molecules, correct? So let us first convert this 10 to the power 21 molecules into mass in terms of mass, correct? Okay, so mass of 10 to the power 21 molecules of carbon dioxide will be, that means I need to find out now what is the mass of these many number of carbon dioxide. So mass of 10 to the power 21 molecules of carbon dioxide, so that will be equal to 10 to the power 21 into 44 divided by Avogadro number to 10 to the power 23. Why this particular equation I have written here? Very simple, right? See, Avogadro number of molecules will be equal to 44 gram. See, here I have written gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44 gram. This is nothing but what I just said, no, mass of 1 mole of a substance is equal to gram molecular mass. So this gram molecular mass is nothing but mass of 1 mole of a substance. 1 mole of a substance is nothing but Avogadro number of substance. So Avogadro number of molecules of carbon dioxide will be equal to 44 gram, correct? So that's why if you have 10 to the power 21 molecules instead of Avogadro number, if you have these many number of molecules, what is the mass? Simple. So 10 to the power 21 into 44 divided by Avogadro number. So if you substitute and calculate, you will get 0.073 gram approximately, okay? 0.073 gram. So mass of these many molecules of carbon dioxide equal to how much? 0.073 gram. Now simple. See, now the given value is also in terms of gram and the calculated value is also in terms of gram. So you can apply this strategy now, correct? So therefore mass of carbon dioxide left will be equal to given value of carbon dioxide 0.2 minus amount of carbon dioxide removed, that is 0.073 gram. So that will be equal to approximately 0.127 gram. Okay, this is approximately 0.127 gram. Therefore, number of moles of, see, we have already got our answer actually, mass of carbon dioxide left. How much carbon dioxide is left? That is 0.127 gram. But they have asked us to find the answer in terms of what? In terms of moles, not in terms of mass, correct? How many or how much carbon dioxide is left. If they have simply how much carbon dioxide is left, then this is the answer in terms of gram. But they have specified moles, how many moles. So we have to convert this mass into moles. So number of moles will be equal to of carbon dioxide left will be equal to given mass divided by standard mass, right? So what is the mass here? 0.127 gram. See, given mass means don't go here, okay? 0.2 gram, okay? That because we are calculating the moles of carbon dioxide left. What is the mass of carbon dioxide left? This much. So 0.127 divided by standard mass. What is standard mass? Gram molecular mass, that is 44. So which will be equal to 2.88 into 10 to the power minus 3 moles. Okay. So this is our final answer. So what is a mole of carbon dioxide, or this is left? So moles of carbon dioxide left, this will be equal to 2.88 into 10 to the power minus 3 moles. Okay, this is our final answer. So it's very simple. I hope you guys understood This question is very simple. Just go through it once again. I hope you find the video useful. So if you do, please do subscribe to our channel and also like and share the video. And if you have any doubt regarding chemistry or the above solved problems, you can post it in the comment box and I'll try to give the proper answer. All the best. Thank you.